Hello my strange and charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. As you can tell from the title of the video, today I'm going to show you guys all of my planners, my entire 6-ring binder collection. And I say collection because there are quite a few. I don't know if you can see, but I've got them all like sitting next to me, and I guess I didn't ever count it out, but I've got like 14 planners, which I feel like is kind of a lot, and I don't know how this happened. I feel like I just slowly and surely continued to accumulate planners. And I feel like this is maybe something that happens to a lot of people. So hopefully you're going to be able to relate to this video, hopefully, or not think that I'm like a complete weirdo for having 14 planners. I know that within the planner community there are plenty of people who have way more planners than me, but I kind of think 14 is a little excessive now that I'm like looking at them all like sitting next to me here. Now the reason I have so many, just in case you're curious, obviously I love planners. That's kind of like one of my favorite things to talk about. I love to plan and things like that. But I also tend to collect planners because I consider them something of an accessory. So for me, it's like shoes or clothes or jewelry or bags. I don't just have one, even though one maybe is enough. So there are plenty of planners in this collection that actually don't get used on a day-to-day basis. Some of them do, but some of them are just kind of like alternates that I pull out for different seasons of the year. And just, you know, whenever the mood strikes, if I'm looking for a different color, a different pattern, or I just want a different feel to my planner, I'll switch it up. So that's kind of why I have so many. So I hope you guys can relate to that. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who have a ton of 6-ring planners like me. I know I'm not the only one. But the reason they're so easy to collect, you guys, is that, you know, they never expire, right? They're not like a ring-bound planner that may have like a certain set period of time, either like a full year or like maybe like a school year in them. It's, you know, it's a planner that I can use over and over and over again, year over year over year. So, you know, for me, it's like a no-brainer. If I like a planner, I just buy it. And, you know, I do tend to find creative uses for my planners. I don't just use them for planning, although, you know, for the most part, that is what I use them for. But because they're, you know, interchangeable binder systems, essentially, you could use them for a variety of different things. I know people who use their planners as wallets, who create home binders with important emergency information in them, who use them as notebooks or to write or sketch. So, you know, anytime you've got a planner where you can switch out the paper and really customize your situation with your binder, you know, there's like, the sky is the limit for what you can do with a binder. So for me, it's not, I don't feel so bad about having this many, although I feel like maybe I do need to put a kibosh on spending for a while. So another thing I'm hoping to accomplish with this video is kind of give you guys a peek into the different brands that are out there that create these 6-ring binder systems. All of the planners that I'm going to show you today are Filofax personal and A5 equivalents. But I have a couple of different brands here, which basically means I can use all the same inserts across all of the different planners within one size range. So for instance, all of my personal size planners, I can use all the same inserts. I can pull one insert out of one and put it in another. Same thing with the A5s. So I really want to give you guys a look at these planners so that you guys can see what's out there, the different companies, and, you know, the different variety that's available, because I do get a lot of questions about comparing different brands. And I don't really like to compare brands because for the most part, I really do think a lot of this comes down to your personal choice and what you personally need and your own price point that you're looking to spend. So I don't like to necessarily say that I think this brand is the best or that this brand is the worst. But I'm hoping that through showing you guys these planners, you'll get a sense of them, and maybe you can make an educated decision of what brand you would like to invest your money in. So without further ado, let's jump in and let me introduce you to the planners in my collection. Okay, so let's start with A5s, and we're going to start with one of the newest planners in my A5 collection, which is the Filofax Domino in turquoise. I am honestly so impressed with the Domino. I feel like it's a wonderful value for your money in terms of Filofax. Filofax generally is a more expensive planner brand, and I think it's for good reason, because I really do think that they really do have the quality to back up their products. But the Domino line is more of a value line within Filofax. So if you're someone who's just starting out with planners, or you don't really have a big budget to spend on a planner, a Domino is an excellent, excellent place to start. I really love the fact that with these patent ones, the exterior on this is like a patent leather. They're so easy to clean. Yes, I get like ding marks on them, and yes, you know, things get stuck, and you know, I might get a pen mark, but it's super easy to clean, and I don't actually have any really exterior blemishes on this planner that aren't, you know, easily removable. So I definitely think this is something of a workhorse. The one thing that you will see with this planner that's a little bit of a downer is the storage inside. There's just two large pockets, one in the front and then one in the back of this binder, as well as a spot to keep a notebook, like a list pad. So there's not a ton of storage with this, which is the one downside. And I feel like that's one of the measures of quality in planners to me, is the amount of interior storage. I feel like the more higher end planners have really great storage. And then the simpler planners have much simpler layouts inside. That's not always true, but I found that that's kind of like a general rule of thumb. So if you're looking to start out with planners, you want to get a Filofax, something that you know is going to be, you know, a good quality, or feel confident in the quality, definitely check out the Domino line because it's incredibly affordable. The next planner in my collection is the first planner that I ever purchased. This is the Kikki Time Planner from 2014. It is mint with gold polka dots. They do not make this planner anymore. Although I feel like for a brief period of time, maybe in the fall of 2014, they made a planner that was incredibly similar. I think it was mint, but it just didn't have the dots. Now, Kikki is a brand that comes out of Australia, and they do a lovely job with these planners. They're incredibly high quality, in my opinion. They have wonderful storage. They're not the cheapest of planners, but they really do have some really cute planners and really cute designs. For the most part, I do believe all their planners are leather. You can check me on that one. And obviously, you know, before you make a purchase, you know, make sure you look at the materials and different specifications of each planner. But I think Kikki is a great brand. Now, like I said, this is an A5 equivalent, but Kikki actually calls this their large time planner. So if you had questions about that, hopefully that clears it up for you. But Kikki is a wonderful brand. I've had this planner the longest. As you can see, it looks basically brand new. I think it's a great quality and an absolutely adorable planner. So definitely check out Kikki if you're looking for some cute but high quality planners. The next planner in my collection is the Filofax Original in Fluoro Pink. I absolutely love this binder. As you can tell, it is super duper, basically neon fluorescent pink. There's no other way to describe this color. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the Filofax Original line is a really lovely leather line. I absolutely love these binders because they are so thin, and as you can see from me opening this up, it's incredibly floppy. I happen to like binders that are a little bit on the thinner side because they end up laying very flat. And I just think that they are just like a pleasure to use, honestly, because they're not too stiff. They really feel really wonderful in your hand. So one thing I will say about this line is that the interior pockets, they're really, again, are not that many. There's one in the front and one in the back, and a place for a notepad in the back. But other than that, these are really minimal setups, which makes them like kind of classic and timeless in my opinion. But this is one of those exceptions to what I said earlier of, you know, more high-end binders having more storage options inside. This is a pretty pricey binder, and you know, it's still pretty simple inside. So if that's your taste, it definitely is mine for sure. Definitely give this binder a try if you're interested, and I will leave you guys some setups videos down below for this binder because currently it is housing my 43 folders system, which is a filing system that I use for my everyday life and business. So definitely check out my description box because I'm going to leave you guys some links to set up videos for some of these planners. Now, the last A5 I have in my collection is this sort of like no-name binder brand that was actually gifted to me from my girlfriend Lisa Marie from Paper and Glam. She found these on Amazon, and they make wonderful storage binders for A5 inserts. So right now you can see I've got some extra Filofax inserts in this planner. But it's a really simple, very inexpensive planner, and I almost thought that I shouldn't include this in this video, but I really could see someone using this as their day-to-day binder. I almost want to. It does have this, like, it is faux leather, and it's got this kind of like leatherette sort of feel. It is a little teeny bit padded. As you can tell, it doesn't really have a closure to it, but it kind of doesn't matter because it folds out very flat and it closes nice and stays nice and tight. So I'll leave this link down below for you guys if you're interested in it as a storage binder or an everyday binder. It's definitely a really great option, and I think it comes in a couple of different colors. Okay, now on to the personal size planners. I've got quite a few of those, so I'm going to try to speed this up so that we're not sitting here talking about planners for like an hour, although we all easily could, I'm sure. The first personal size planner I'd like to show you is this Franklin Covey binder. This is in the compact size, and this is called their Macaroon. I absolutely love this binder. It is probably the most unique planner that I have in my collection. It is a faux leather, but it's beautifully quilted, and I absolutely love the little camellia flower detail on the button for the clasp. I absolutely think that this binder looks like something Chanel would make. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, and inside it's got a nice selection of different storage options, a secretarial pocket, a couple of different business card slots, and then some more in the back as well with a nice deep pocket in the back. I really find that these Franklin Covey binders are a really amazing quality. They are a little bit pricier, but I think that the quality is definitely on point. There are like no flaws with this planner. It's absolutely perfect. So I would highly recommend it. So I'll try to leave you guys a link down below if it's still available. I know for a while it was out of stock. So if I can find it, I will definitely share it with you guys. Next binder I'm going to show you guys is the personal size domino in aqua. This is the mate to the A5. I purchased them at the same time as a birthday present for myself in March. But yeah, these are beautiful binders, and currently this is actually being used as my daily task manager basically, and like it keeps like lists of things I need to do and notes and things like that. I may do a setup on this one day because I am using something of a modified bullet journal system in here. But really quickly, let me just show you. Same thing as, you know, the A5. It just has these two large big pockets, one in the front and one in the back. I absolutely love the rings on this. They're nice tight rings, not too big. I would say that these are probably about an inch in this personal size domino. Definitely a really, really affordable option for a planner person who is starting out. Like I said, the domino collection is more of an affordable line, but definitely it doesn't skimp on quality. I definitely think quality is there. So definitely check these out if you are interested in getting started with a planner, but don't want something that's really high maintenance or too high end for your taste. Next planner I have is this Kate Spade planner, which I don't actually know the name of it because I actually swapped for this planner in a planner group online. I had previously owned the Kate Spade with Leslie planner. It's like a zip planner in pink, but I was having a lot of trouble with the zipper. Me and the zipper were not friends. I didn't like the fact that the planner was zippered. So I swapped with a very lovely lady who had this button planner. I want to say this might be called the Deborah, but I'm not really sure. The exterior is this beautiful like antique gold color, like a muted gold gunmetal kind of metallic, and then the inside is hot pink. This planner has some really beautiful gold rings, about an inch I would say these rings are, and just lovely, great quality. It's Kate Spade, so you know it's not crappy. Very nice. I don't know if they make this anymore. I don't think they do. A lot of the Kate Spade planners are no longer carried, but you can definitely find things like this in resale groups and things like that. So I absolutely love this planner. I think it's beautiful. Right now it's just being used for some storage of some extra inserts I've got, but I do love to use this to photograph my inserts for my shop whenever I make new inserts, because I think that this planner photographs beautifully because of the pink and the gold. So absolutely lovely planner. Definitely love having it in my collection. Next planner I've got to show you is the Filofax Original in Fluoro Pink in the personal size, exactly like its big brother over there. This is a gorgeous planner. This was actually sent to me for review from Filofax. Excellent, excellent planner. I think it's so beautiful, and currently this is set up as my day-to-day planner. So what I will do is I will make sure to link to a setup video for this so that you guys can check out how I have it set up. But Absolutely gorgeous, wonderful quality. The color is phenomenal. I love the originals, and I love the fluoro pink most of all because the color is just so rich and gorgeous. Like, there is no way you're gonna misplace this planner. You could see it from a mile away. So absolutely love this planner. Okay, the next planner I have in my collection is the Filofax Malden in Aqua. So this is an Aqua Malden in personal size. Now, this is probably the one planner that I have in my collection that's purely a collector's item for me. This binder was very popular last year when I got started in the planner community. It was discontinued, and so everyone was in a tizzy looking for one and buying them. So, you know, prices pretty much skyrocketed on these. And I was able to get one for a pretty reasonable price, still not cheap, but, you know, I was willing to fork over the money to have this beautiful planner because it really is just a really gorgeous, high quality binder. And the color is phenomenal. I just love it. I think it's so gorgeous. A lot of people who own the Maldens just love them. I know that, you know, the ochre Malden is very popular, but you can also get it in a variety of colors, like an antique rose and a purple and a black, and I'm sure like a red. It's just a beautiful, beautiful binder. The craftsmanship is just really so on point with this. So this planner is not one that I really use very often, although I do, you know, when I'm in the mood for it, but it's really something that's a collector's piece in my collection because it's, you know, a timeless piece that they no longer make, and I'm just so glad to own one. Next binder in my collection is the Kikki 2015 Time Planner in lilac with the gold diamonds. Now this is what they call the medium size, but it is a personal size equivalent. And this binder as well was gifted to me by Kikki for review. I absolutely love Kikki planners for their setup on the inside. They've got a wonderful setup of card slots and pockets. I just think it's just so high end. And of course they've got the list pad in the back here as well. But some of the things that these planners are really known for, I think, are the rings. You know, Kikki's planners have such big rings. I think that this small planner has, I would say this is 1.25 inches. These are humongous rings to have inside of a personal planner. And Kikki does such a beautiful job with them. You know, these planners really hold up. They're really high quality and they feel wonderful. Even when I look at it actually in my screen right now, I'm actually really surprised at how small and compact this seems. Although this planner can hold so much. It's kind of crazy. So definitely check out Kikki if you're interested. Like I said, the planners are not the absolute cheapest that you can find online, but they're an excellent quality, and you can get deals on them. They do run sales all the time. So keep an eye out for those because these planners really are lovely. Okay, so the next planner I've got to show you is in this beautiful box. This is the Webster's planner, the Webster's Pages Color Crush planner. And I purchased this, I actually pre-ordered it last year and it didn't get to me until I think like right at the beginning of this new year. And this is the teal color. Now I will say that this color isn't teal to me, it's more of a seafoam. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. But I was really interested in this planner because as you may be able to tell, it looks like one of my favorite planners, my Filofax original. The dimensions are a little weird with this planner, I will say though. If you compare this to a standard Filofax planner like the original, this planner is a little bit taller and a little bit slimmer. So it's like an awkward size for me. I'm not really sure what to make of it. And honestly, I just don't use this planner because I'm not really in love with it. I know a lot of people had asked me to do a review of this, and I actually did put a review up on Facebook. So I will leave a link down below to that review for you guys to check it out. But I was just really not impressed with the quality of this planner. It definitely is more of a value planner. I believe it was $25 without the inserts and then $30 with the inserts. And you know, for the most part, I believe that you do get what you pay for, but I don't know, something about this planner does not seem, I just feel like the value really isn't there, even for the $30. To be completely honest, the dominoes from Filofax are very comparable in price to this. They're probably like the same, if not maybe a little bit cheaper than this binder was. And I definitely think that the quality of this planner is much better than the Webster's Pages. Something about it just feels a little bit cheaply made to me. And I'll be honest, the rings, although they're big and beautiful and gold, they're definitely like another large, like I would definitely say this is like another 1.25 inches, same size as the Kikki. But these these rings just are not very high quality. I find that when I have inserts in them, they spread a lot. There's a lot of gapping. Normally gapping isn't a problem for me because, you know, it's pretty easy to fix a little bit of gapping. But if your planner is consistently, you know, showing gapping even after, you know, multiple times of opening and closing the rings, there's probably a little bit of a problem. So I don't know. I just am not thrilled with this planner, so I don't use it. So it just stays in its box most of the time. So yeah, definitely check out my review of Webster's Pages planners. For some people, I know a lot of people enjoy these planners. They're definitely a great value. But to me, I think that maybe Filofax, you know, some of their, you know, more reasonably priced lines like the Domino are really a much better buy than these Webster's Pages ones. So that's just my opinion. Okay, and another planner that I have that's still in its box is this really pretty and fun planner that I got from Paper Chase. Now, Paper Chase is another brand that is out of the UK, like Filofax. And they do ship to the US. They have a whole US site. So don't feel like you have to purchase from their UK site, unless I guess they don't have something in stock in the US site. But, you know, this binder is really super cute. I actually bought this last summer. It's actually called their Zanzibar print, and I don't know if they still make this. I never actually really ended up using it, but I just wanted to see the quality of the planner, really. It's beautiful turquoise, like that's why I bought it. It was turquoise. It's got these beautiful like toucans on the outside. And actually, this might be a nice planner for me to take on vacation. No, I don't think I'm going to take a planner on vacation, but it's definitely a nice planner for summer, like with the pattern. But yeah, like I said, I purchased this planner to pretty much to see the quality. And I have to say that it is a really nice quality for the price. Again, this is a planner that I believe was like 20 bucks, something like that, $20, $30. And that's comparable to the Webster's Pages, and that's comparable to the Filofax Domino. And I would say, again, this is another nice quality planner for the price. So if you have access to the Paper Chase planners and you think that they're cute, definitely give them a try, because I actually do think that this planner is, you know, a pretty nice planner. It's nice and sturdy. It feels like leather. I'm not sure if it actually is, but great quality. Definitely would say give this a try if it's in your price range and you're looking at, you're liking the styles that you're seeing. So definitely something I would say is worth a look. Now, the final two planners I want to show you guys are the Barnes & Noble Punctuate planners. I actually have two of these, one for 2014 and one for 2015, because I use these as like basically archival systems for my personal size pages. I have a whole link on how I back up my Filofax, and I will leave that down below in the description. But if you're not familiar, Barnes & Noble makes these very, very inexpensive vinyl planners. They are pretty slim. They're more of like a compact ring size, probably like 1/8 of an inch. But they're only like $10 when they come out in the summertime. And I definitely think that they're totally worth it for starter planners, or if you have kids that want a planner, definitely something to check out for the price. I'm sure that actually at this point in the year, it's the end of April now, you probably can't find them anymore. But you know, in a few months, Barnes & Noble will definitely have a new slew of these out. So definitely check them out. They're great quality, great price. Just a nice, simple planner to start off with and to test out planning if that's what you need to do. Okay, you guys, so that was my planner collection. Like I said, I think it's something like 14 different planners, which is a little bit excessive, I feel like. So I think I really need to reel in my spending on planners. I don't feel like I buy planners all the time. I just kind of have accumulated them like over the last year plus. So there's definitely a nice variety of planners out there. And I hope that this gave you kind of an idea on my thoughts and feelings and, you know, the different options that are really available to you at different price points. So again, make sure you check the description box, because I'm going to link to a bunch of different setup videos for these planners, as well as try to directly link you to the planners if that's what you're looking for. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, make sure to leave any comments down below if you have any questions, and I will try to help you as best that I can. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, of course. And one other thing I wanted to say, a little bit of like a housekeeping note. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do more planner videos, and that's definitely something that is on my to-do list to make sure I'm, making more planner videos for you guys. I know last year I feel like all I made was planner videos, and this year I really wanted to branch out and not just talk about planners in the sense of like what they look like and how they're set up, but I really wanted to help people make the most of their planners by basically teaching, really simple and easy tips and tricks that you could use to really get the most out of your planner, really the nuts and bolts of planning in and of itself. So that's why I started my Plan Like an Entrepreneur series. Don't let the name of that series scare you. You don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to learn something from these videos. You absolutely do not, because I talk about some really universal principles for planning and balancing your life and just managing, everything that you've got on your plate. So this has really been my focus for this year, has been to kind of teach people how to plan effectively and make sure that they're thinking about sort of bigger concepts to kind of make their lives happier and easier in the long term, which is what we all use our planners for, right? We want these planners to help us so that we're happier and we're able to spend more time doing things that we love. So I will be trying to implement more planner videos going forward, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that that's where my head was at with kind of like this shift in my content to more of conceptual things and more teaching you guys things that I think are valuable to know about planning and ways to look at your life so that you can ultimately have a better and happier life. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, you guys, bye-bye.